January came around again, and with it, the NAMM show in Anaheim, California, and this year I attended it for the first time. A couple of things to get out of the way first of all. I don't really enjoy trade shows on the whole. They aren't really designed for me, to be fair. They're all about manufacturers showing their latest wares to retailers and distributors in order to secure orders for the new year. They are all business, or trade as the name implies. And it's important to understand that the DJ world is just a tiny part of the overall music making industry. There are a lot more companies at NAMM who make ukuleles, guitar picks and drumsticks than DJ equipment. But that doesn't mean there is no point attending. I had lots of very productive meetings, got to connect and reconnect with a whole bunch of DJs, and because there is such a wealth of DJ talent in the state, I could have seen a whole slew of incredible performances, although sadly I managed to miss almost all of those. The other thing about this year in particular was that much of the big news had already dropped by the time the show even began. In what proved to be a very smart PR move, In Music gathered a whole bunch of us YouTube and media types in Fort Lauderdale in the days before the show to check out the new Denon DJ, Rain and Newmark kit. If you missed my first look videos on that gear, you can check the previous uploads here on the channel. So what was new at the show itself? Not a whole lot from the other big DJ brands, to be honest. I already made a video about the new FaZe and Serato collaboration, which has me very excited. It could take a while to come to fruition because FaZe, but I love the fact that it will be a free upgrade for all existing users. I look forward to testing it as soon as it's ready. Pioneer DJ announced just one new product at the show, their new 6-channel club mixer, the DJM V10. Sadly, due to a snafu, I didn't get a chance to shoot a first look video, but Digital DJ Tips and Crossfader did, so check theirs out for an idea of what it's all about. It seems like it's designed to compete with things like the Play Differently Model 1, and is priced in a similar bracket, at a rather eye-watering $3,200. As with the Model 1 though, it's not really aimed at the average DJ, and in the brief time I've had with it, I've already been pretty blown away by the potential of the effects control, if nothing else. Naturally, I'll be doing a detailed long-term review in due course. With those brands covered and the likes of Reloop having nothing new to show, I turned instead to one of my new focuses for 2020, the world of gear aimed at mobile DJs. Thanks mostly to LED technology, DJ lighting is unrecognisable from back in the day when I was a mobile jock. Things like uplighters and high quality trussing really add value to mobile setups, and so I made a point of checking out as much lighting gear as possible. Obviously that had to include the latest from bigger brands like Chauvet, whose new Gig Bar Move looks to be a solid upgrade from the previous version, which I reviewed a while back. ADJ confused me a little. Despite their name, they're actually moving most of their DJ related lighting under a new brand, Eliminator Lighting. But they had a lot of tasty looking, good value gear, some of which I will be reviewing soon. And I also made a point of checking out some smaller lighting brands like JMaz Lighting and the new in-house brand from big distributor Mixware, Color Key. They had a whole bunch of really dope looking hardware, which will probably only be available in the US, but hopefully we'll be able to get some units over to me in the UK for review. Things like cases and stands were fully on my agenda too. ProX had a crazy coffin/stand thing which all folds down, made in collaboration with a European case manufacturer. It's a bit bonkers, but it did have some real charm. Odyssey are celebrating their 25th anniversary this year, and the venerable company have a very solid reputation for their cases, stands and bags. They have had, though, to be frank, terrible distribution in the UK for the longest time, but that's now been fixed, so I'll be taking a good look at some of their products as soon as the next container makes its way across the Atlantic. Speaking of bags, Jetpack had their new roller bag to show off, which looks to be overflowing with smart little touches. It's still in the pre-production phase right now, but should be ready for review soon. And Magma had their full current range, as well as a very exciting prototype backpack made of recycled plastic bottles, which despite that, also managed to look like the most premium DJ bag I've ever seen. It's called the Solid Blaze Pack, and there's no release date for it yet. I was quite into it, as you can see. One business-related thing to note, since Shure discontinued their cartridge line, there has been a high demand for the replacement Stylee from Japanese company G-Co. I gave them a glowing review a while ago, and since then a lot of respected DJs have co-signed them, but they were only available in Japan, which was not practical or affordable for DJs in the US. Well, now a small company called LP Tunes have taken on a distribution role in North America, so that should mean they become much more accessible. Great news for M44-7 lovers stateside. I must give a shout out to the 3 booths, beside the ones already mentioned, who had the dopest performances popping off all week. Jetpack and the Beat Junkies Institute of Sound, Stokio, and the combined booth from Innofader, 12-inch Skins, Infinity Faders, and Glowtronics. All 3 of those booths were based around grassroots #real DJing, and they helped to make the area around them the real focal point for DJs throughout the show. I managed to take home a couple of new Innofaders to review, but forgot to collect the Photon Fader, a collaboration between Jesse Dean, Hardrich, and Thud Rumble. It's an audio interface, MIDI controller, and fader designed to let you turn any turntable into a DVS-capable device with anything from a computer to a phone. I'm very excited to get my hands on that properly. And finally, I'm going to mention my favourite thing I saw at the show, the sleeper from Armando Custom Cases. Yes, it's a bed, a flight case bed. It might not be the absolute height of luxury, but I've slept in worse places, and for some folks who live life on tour, it could actually be a great solution. Love it. So there you go, all of my highlights from the 2020 Winter NAMM show. A big thanks to everyone who took the time to say hi. It was great to meet so many DJs from the community. Hopefully, I'll see you all again next year. Thank you for watching today. Make sure you're subscribed for all our future tips, tricks, and product reviews. I'll see you soon.